I did lose a significant amount of fat in a very short time. Hey guys, I'm Amy, and I wanted to make kind of a longer form video and put it on YouTube for you guys because it is time that I sit down and just have a chat with you about these dang Primal Queen organs that I have been taking that have rocked my world, and it's crazy. I made kind of a shorter form video on this and it's making its rounds, but so I thought it would be a great idea to sit down, tell you about my whole experience with them in my words, and that way, you know, maybe it could help you if you're wondering about it. First of all, Primal Queen are female focused organs. So they're beef organs that they've essentially like dried and powdered and put in capsules. They are just regular sized capsules. You only take 2 a day. Other organs, you need to take like 6 a day, and it's a lot. So only 2, and it is, I've been in the keto carnivore community for years, and so I'm familiar with organs and the benefits of organs, and I have taken organs for general health for a few years now, things like liver, heart, spleen, things like that, and I have noticed, not a huge noticeable difference, but more energy, vitality, just feeling better overall, getting them vitamin levels up and stuff. What's different about these though is that they are female reproductive organs. So things like fallopian tubes, uterus, things like that, and ovaries. And then there's also some for general health in there though, like liver and things like that. Whatever this is, I could feel it within 2 to 3 days. So I want to say it was day 3. The first thing I noticed from them was that I hopped out of bed and started buzzing around and like cleaning and taking care of the pets and getting on with my day and forgetting to put caffeine in my body in the morning. And that is wild because I was the type of person that, you know, when I wake up in the morning, I'm hunched over, my eyes are and I'm not foggy and I'm get out of my way. I need caffeine in my body before I can function, you know, talk to people, make phone calls, anything. So the fact that I was hopping out of bed and buzzing around right away and forgetting about the caffeination of my body was a huge thing. So I still have caffeine just because I have it around the house and I'm gonna use it up, but it's just because it tastes good. I don't need it. It is not a necessity anymore, and so that's amazing. Okay, the second thing that I noticed, and I wanna say that this was maybe a weekend, maybe a weekish in, my mood was better. So like, especially around my period and stuff, I used to get real bitchy. Also my periods were getting really heavy, and my cramps were really, really painful the first like 2 days, to where I needed to take Midol in order to like go to the gym or function or do anything like that. So I noticed that I did not have, I was like, wow, like my period's coming up and I have not had like the sore boob, and I have not had the wild irrational mood swings. Like, is it a hoax? I don't know. And then I got my period and it was shorter. It was not as heavy. I noticed like I was not bleeding out like I was before. And my cramps, I kept feeling like I was going to get cramps, like that feeling like in the pit of your stomach, like I'm going to get cramps, but I didn't actually get cramps. So that was new. And I will kind of jump ahead myself, and I will say that that has continued in months 2 and 3, that my periods have just been better right away. Okay, but here's where stuff gets hairy, because I can't really explain it all. I mean, hormones, I can't explain it, but it's just, in all this time, who knew that this was the answer and that it was so powerful? So the wildest benefit that I have noticed from the Primal Queen female organs it was about week 2, I want to say, because I started at the end of April and throughout May, I just noticed that my hunger left the building. I was literally, and I'm seeing all over social media and stuff, people talking about Ozempic and how they just are not hungry and cannot eat anymore. And I was thinking, like, is somebody slipping me Ozempic? What is happening here? Because my hunger was just gone. Like, every once in a while I would get a feeling like, yeah, I need to eat, but then I would take a few bites and get so full. And like the cravings, the emotional, like head cravings were gone. It was just like, yeah, I know I need to eat to fuel my body. So that's another, like, my hunger left the building and my emotional attachment to eating left the building, which is huge, especially for people like me who have dealt with emotional eating in the past and it's really held them back from fat loss. I mean, this is gigantic. I mean, I've been in the weight loss and like health space on social media for close to 10 years now, and I have never seen or felt something that worked like this before. And it's natural. It's beef. It's beef. At the end of April, I was up to 171. I was going through a lot of stress, and I just remember looking in the mirror at the end of April, and I was so, like, you can see it in my face in the video, I was just like shaking my head like this has gotten out of hand. And I was having trouble fixing it, which was, you know, normally I know you want to lose weight, you cut down your calories, and I just suffered with the hunger for a while and beat it out until I got to my goal. But this, like, when it takes away your hunger, like, amazing. So I have not had to work for this at all. It feels like the easiest thing I ever did. And I got back down to 145 simply because, you know, that excessive hunger and cravings, that, you know, it's gone. I look better in my 40s than I did in my 20s, and that's pretty freaking awesome. But also, in addition to looking the best I have in my life, I feel better than I ever have in my life. I mean, the energy, the mood, the productivity, the not having to suffer every month with the awful periods. Also, I'm single, so you know, whatever, maybe this wasn't the benefit that I, you know, was hoping for, but I got it. Ladies, if you're having issues with your libido or your sex drive, just take these, just take them. Like, they will help you so much. Whatever you've got going on hormonally, please go to the Primal Queen website and look at their testimonials and look at these women and watch them talk about how it helped them with their PCOS, with their menopause, with their periods, with their sex drive, with their weight, with just their mood, their fatigue. It's just wild to hear the stories, how something natural can be so powerful. I'm just finishing up my 3rd month, and my 4th month is being delivered today, and I have so far kept off the 25 pounds. One thing that I will say that is amazing, even though I lost 25 pounds in 2 months, I kept all of my muscle. I've been working really hard to build up my glutes and my quads and my biceps, and all of those measurements stayed the same. The only measurements that shrank were my neck and my stomach. Like, that's crazy. So yeah, that is my experience. I'll continue sharing, but so far I could not be happier. I will say that I have had quite a few, I would say at least 20 of my friends are also on these now because they've watched me, and they are all saying they're actually working out again. They are actually eating healthier again and not eating all the crap and stuff like that, and just feeling better. And one friend is also losing a good chunk of weight already, and they just started it. So I'm not the only one, apparently. And definitely don't just take my word for it. Go over to their website, because the testimonials, those ladies sharing their stories, it's incredible. So yeah, I guess look what can happen when you fix your hormones. Amazing. But thank you, Primal Queen. I love you. I am a customer for life. I've never felt better in my 40s, and I can't wait for you guys to try it either. It's game changer.